everybody, welcome to another episode of Movers and Shakers in Paarl. Today I'm super excited to interview my guest. His name is Triveno Smith. Triveno Smith is a super talented musician. He plays guitar, he plays piano, and he sings. And I wanted to hear a bit more about him, why music. So Triveno also has a one-man show. Let's call it that. What you call the solo.
I've got a solo show, yeah.
Solo show. 2 weeks time at Old Mill Theatre. And yeah, I just wanted to hear a bit more about this journey. Hi, Triveno.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Finally, I made it.
He's struggling
with the village guy. I've come to wonder or think about when you come on the village guy, then you get big.
No.
It's just before Miss South Africa was announced, she was on your show, and then it's like boom. Kidding. But it's good to be here with you, man. Just chatting.
Yeah, thanks so much. I know you're busy. You're preparing, giving classes.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about Triveno, the journey to musician.
Yeah, man. Grew up in Paarl. And my dad's influence on music, he wanted to play guitar. So he got a guitar, and the thing was just there in the house. He still can't play today. I grabbed the guitar and started playing in church. The guys in church played and showed me some chords and stuff. Started playing in church, learned to play some chords, and that's where it started.
So how old are we when we got the guitar?
I was about 13.
Okay, cool.
12, 13 years old. And I just got this interest because I wanted to play piano. I don't play piano that well. I just play around.
Yeah.
But that was my first instrument.
Okay.
But there wasn't anybody in church that taught piano.
Okay.
And this new guy came in, and he just played guitar like wild. He was in bands and toured, and he came in the church and he played this different style. And I thought, I want to learn this. Yeah. And he taught me some chords, and then
cool.
I took it from there.
So what do we do? We just play guitar? Do we sing? Everything? What?
I play guitar and I do vocals, I sing, and I write my own music.
Okay.
Write about life, love, about loss, about religion, about faith, my journey, basically about what's happening in my life. Then I write about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Triveno is matric now and he's finishing with school. What does he tell mom and dad that I want to be a musician?
No. After school, I wanted to be a physiotherapist.
Okay, cool.
But after school, I had an opportunity to go to the States.
Okay.
And I was part of this group called Awana, and it's an international group, and they selected a South African team to compete in like Awana games in the States. Okay. And me and another lady from Paarl got selected in the SA team.
Okay.
So after matric, I went to a trip, my first trip overseas, and came back because after I didn't register for university or college or anything. So I got a job at Edgar's.
Okay.
Yeah, and worked with my dad also because he was in construction and carpentry. I worked with him for a while. Then I got this gig at Edgar's and worked there for a while. And I tell the story of one of my songs that I sing. About 2 months into Edgar's, they called me up and said, Triveno, we want to offer you a better position. And they said, we want you to come in as a permanent casual.
Okay.
I'm like, what's that? Like permanent casual?
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like, no, you're still casual. You don't get a contract, but you come in more permanent, like 3 days in a week.
All right, cool.
So that day after the work day, I went home and started drizzling, and I wrote the song Little Drops.
Okay.
That I sing, and that was actually my first song that I recorded in a professional studio, and it's playing on radio.
Wow,
and
nice.
I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's my oldest song. Okay. And so after school, went to do worked at Edgar's for a while, worked with my dad, and then I studied sound engineering.
Okay, wow.
So I got it in Durbanville at the studio. I think it's called College of Audio Engineering now.
Okay, cool.
CAE. And got my diploma in audio engineering, and then when I was there, I learned a lot about sound, but I still had this like, I'm not the guy behind the desk. I'm the guy on the stage. You get that revelation that yes, I'm not this guy that's sitting here, but I need to be, and just kept on writing my songs, writing my material, and excited to just play wherever I got an opportunity. Yeah, man.
So when was the first day of stepping up on stage in front of people with your guitar all alone? Where was this? What?
I think definitely in church.
Okay.
It was the first time, and I played a song. It was crazy. I don't know if you heard about the Sangaande, and in the olden days they had it's like almost every Saturday the churches would come together and they have like a sing along evening, and you could just come and like an open mic.
Oh wow!
Come, give your name up. I want to perform and that. So this one time, the first time I performed, and I couldn't get the tune.
Okay.
And my dad had to come sing in my ear just the first part of the song to get it. He still talks to me about that, and that happened at one of those evenings. It was incredible, just singing alone, singing a tune. It wasn't my own song; it was a cover of some, but. I like that feeling of encouraging people and making music and seeing people smile and going like, wow, I like that. That was good. So I think there it started of just encouraging people with my music, giving them something to feel good about. And I just wanted to write and do that.
So you've been singing solo or?
No, I had a couple of projects and been a part of a couple of projects. Recently, we've been busy with Southern Lights, and amazing group of guys that we just love to make music, but unfortunately because of work commitments and that stuff, we just putting stuff on hold. I think, and we're just gonna take it slow for now, and. That's why I'm going more solo, focusing on my solo career, writing new material, getting a new sound, and also the show coming up on the 16th of Feb. Coming out again after a couple of years doing the band, and now getting like a new identity, I would say, or just embracing new stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, cool. So tell me something. Whenever I speak to the artists, they always speak about like the challenge in terms of getting what you call it gigs or getting jobs. What's in your music career? I mean, 13, 14, and up until now. What's the challenge? What's the challenge in being a musician in Paarl, in Cape Town, in South Africa?
Excuse me. I would think that just believing in yourself is the first thing, because you get a lot of rejection, and you're trying to be yourself, trying to put something out there, and that's the first thing I would say. A challenge is to just really trust your gut and going out there despite the opposition. And I would think the other thing is that when you play, a lot of people don't want to pay. They book you for a thing and they don't want to pay. So we're doing this charity gig and this what, but I would say what's most challenging is to just go out there and just do it.
Do your thing.
And I would say that the challenge is yourself and trusting your gut. And but if you do that, nothing's going to stop you.
Yeah, of course.
Nothing's going to stop you.
100%. Was there ever a time where you thought, I'm done with this music. It's too much hard work. I want to go do something else.
I thought about it, but as soon as it came in, it went out. No, dude, I did my fair share of waitressing, or waiter. I did my fair share of waitering and did construction work. I worked in an office. I did that, and I'm doing music now, and I'm happy, man. I want to continue with this. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not there. I don't have bosses of geld everywhere hanging out, but I'm content, and I know it's looking brighter, and the future is looking good, and
but isn't it amazing? And like I always post about like when you find your passion or you find your purpose thing. Isn't it amazing when you find that one thing, how you tell yourself in your head that this thing must work, doesn't matter what, and you just work at it. I mean, like your passion is now music, and you're making it work. It's just
I told this friend, I played a gig a few years ago, and this one guy also asked me, how do you do it? I'm like, I haven't made it. I don't know what do you mean.
Yeah.
But how do you do it? I said, dude, if you're hungry, you have to eat.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to provide for your family. If you have a wife and you have a kid, you have to provide for them. And I think it's that drive of, and that's my thing. I just want to provide for my family.
Yeah.
I've got this gift, this talent that God has given me, and this is what I'm good at.
Yeah.
I'm not good at architecture
or
and other stuff. I'm good at this, and I want to be better at what I'm doing. But the main thing is to provide for them, to give them a good future, and that they won't say one day, oh, my dad was this wannabe musician and he couldn't provide for us. And but to be an inspiration also for them to just go for your dreams and believe in yourself and follow that passion.
So when was that call? Triveno, what was the first gig? Like, Triveno, we want you to come play. When was that?
It was my first gig that I did myself was in 2012 at the Old Mill Theatre.
Right.
And after that, I did sound for another company at Ali Blur.
Right, cool.
And I got my CD and I gave it to this guy. I said, listen, dude, if you just need somebody, come play at the wine farm and do that. And it's like months after that, 6 months after that, he phoned me up. He says, dude, we need a musician for Uncorked Festival.
Cool.
And we're gonna pay you and everything. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I got the gig at Ali Blur, and at Uncorked I played, and then they booked me for the whole season to play their picnic every Sunday.
That's amazing.
And I think that was like also a school for me to learn to engage with people, learn new material every week, because a lot of people come again and they're like, this guy sings the same songs. So that was a cool thing for me. Ali Blur was good because I did that for 2 years.
Oh, cool.
The summer season.
That's awesome.
And it was a good learning, and from that I got other gigs because a lot of people saw me there, and a lot of people asked me to play at their events and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, currently, what's the difference? You're talking about having your EP or your CD in your hand. So nowadays, I'm sure, do people still do that with the SoundCloud and the Mixcloud, like you put your music on? What's the difference? Because back in the day, people used to stand on the corner, buy my CD, buy my CD. Now there's no DVD and CD anymore. So what's the difference now? Is it easier access into the industry, or is it more competitive now?
I think it's easy and competitive.
Okay.
The easy thing is that you can create your music and create a demo on your laptop or your Mac and put it on SoundCloud, create a video and put it on YouTube. It's easy access. Anybody in the world can see it. Send a link to Facebook, so that's great. If you have a CD, it's a physical thing that you have to go take out. But people still like CDs, especially in South Africa. Not everybody is on Facebook, or a lot of people choose not to be there, and they don't go on YouTube. But a lot of young guys, they go on YouTube. So you have to be everywhere.
Okay.
So you need to be on YouTube. You need to be, and that's what I want to tell musicians also. Get your stuff out there, put it on YouTube, make an MP3 to send it. It's easier to, especially when people book you, they want to listen. How do you sound? That's what they say. Please send a link of how you can't send a CD.
Of course, of course.
So you send a link, either YouTube or SoundCloud or wherever you have your music. You need to do that.
Okay, so Triveno is done with music. Let's talk about Triveno. What do you do when you're not playing music? I'm
a family man.
Right.
I'm a family. I'm a husband and I'm a dad.
Cool. How many children do you have?
I've one kid, and I've got an interesting journey. My daughter Gabriella is turning 8 this year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and her mom passed away in 2017, and we went through a journey of cancer, and
Wow.
it really brought that perspective of life and grace, but God's been faithful, and I got remarried again.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
So I got married last year, and I love being married because I think I'm a better guy being married than alone. Especially with what I want to do in the music and my vision, and it's like I want a partner with me to just share my heart, and I'm thankful for my wife Christelle. That's really encouraging me. Also, after my journey with my late wife Alicia, going through that stuff and struggling to write, struggling to get into finding inspiration, but going through that motions and also finding that lyric in that raw, in that suffering, in that pain, and it's not like you forget about everything. It's like standing strong and saying, I still believe there's hope, and I want to give this to my daughter also and pursue that dream. A lot of people has cancer, and it's when we got this news, it's like we couldn't believe it. It's the last thing we expected. But my late wife Alicia, she was totally in rest with God's plan, and she knew that He had a plan, and she was such a strong woman of God and of faith. And I think her faith carried her through this journey, and even us, and I'm so thankful. The last couple of months of her life, she was more at home, reading the Bible, listening to music, and I had the opportunity to just be there at home with her. And I thank God for that time, that precious time that we had to just talk and get stuff out, and preparing Gabriella. And you can't prepare for that, but getting into that rest of it's gonna be okay.
True.
And it's tough.
I can imagine.
But I have this saying that there's life after death, and not just life after death when you pass, but for the ones that stay behind, there's still life after death, where you still have to go to work, you still have to do that stuff, you still have to be a dad, you still have to move on, you still have to pursue your music career. Life goes on, as people say, but it's easier said than done.
Of course. But it's like sorry, when was it? Yesterday I saw this graphic of in the world, out of all the countries in the world, South Africa has got the highest percentage of single parent households.
Sure.
Like in the world.
That's crazy.
So it's, and not even parent moms, like what you call it, single moms, the highest in the world.
Wow.
So I mean, it can't be easy. I take my hat off to single parents, because it's.
Oh man, I've had a bit of being a single dad for just over a year, and I tell you, with a grade 1 and a girl, you have to plait the hair, you have to get the stuff ready, you have to iron, you have to make food, and then you have to go work, you have to play gigs. I'm thankful for family, that helped out, and that could take care of Gabriella while I went to go gig in the evenings and give guitar lessons. But at that time, when I went through that phase, I'm like, I had so much respect for single moms and single parents, because now I'm going through this, and I'm thinking, but it's sad, because that's not the design. It wasn't the design that there should be two parents, a dad and a mom taking care of the kids, because you can't do it on your own. And it's sad that's the reality, that South Africa has that big number of single moms.
Is Gabriella music? Is she playing piano?
She started this year with guitar, man.
Nice. Is her dad a coach?
Yeah.
Cool.
So she's doing that. She loves to sing. She makes up her own music. If she wants to irritate you, she sings a song, dude. In the morning, driving to school, she loves singing. And music is she loves dancing and acting. She's also creative. Her mom was also an artist, and she painted, Gabriella likes drawing, and so the art is
Yeah.
also definitely there
Yeah.
playing a role in her life
That's
as
so
well.
cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, cool, man. 8 years old starting guitar. I mean, that's the best.
Yeah, she's turning 18 in April now,
Okay.
and time flies, eh? You have kids of your own, right? And
Yeah, no.
they just grow up.
That's insane. Triveno, so I've got 10 quick rapid questions
Cool.
for you.
Mm.
You know how it goes. I'm gonna ask it. See, right.
do-
Two people for dinner or for supper in the world, who would it be?
Chris Tomlin.
Who's this?
Chris Tomlin, he's a worship artist,
Okay.
a singer from the States, and Chris Martin from
Okay, I know
Coldplay.
him, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Two Chris's.
Yeah, cool. Superpower and why?
Flying
Okay.
to get quicker to places.
Pinch myself moment in your life where you said, "Yo, Triveno, this is really happening."
When Gabriella was born.
Cool.
Mm.
If you could play in any band, which band would it be?
Any band?
Any band.
Coldplay. You see, I like
It's amazing how they're still relevant, eh?
they're amazing.
I mean,
dude. They
On the
know
game
they
for
know
a
how it
decade now
works.
and they're still relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, they're the best. What was the last movie you cried in?
A Star Is Born.
Is this a Lady Gaga one?
Yeah. We went to go watch How to Train Your Dragon,
Okay, cool. 2.
and it's in the movies. It's out,
Oh,
dude.
my kids went yesterday, yeah.
And it came. It's like
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but those animations nowadays, they bring that lump.
oh yeah,
They bring that lump.
oh yeah.
If you could be in a movie and you play alongside any actor and actress, who would they be?
Johnny Depp
Cool.
and Jennifer Gardner.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Nice choices.
yeah.
What would you tell your you're very young, your 21, 22-year-old self?
Wait before you make a choice. Just wait. Don't be hasty. Yeah, wait. Whenever something comes up, people ask you something, wait.
What's the last series that you binge watched? Or what are you currently watching, series binge watching?
White Collar.
Okay.
It's an old series, but
Yeah.
my wife Crystal introduced me to it, so we're watching it like where and when, and but we're also watching Lost in Space on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. If you weren't a musician, what would you have been?
Probably that physiotherapist.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So what's the 5-year plan? What's in Triveno's crystal ball?
Music, creating music, but also traveling and taking the music where the fans are. And I think in the next 5 years, I want to be a touring musician.
Cool.
And have 2 CDs out already.
Yeah.
And of original music, and just taking it to the world, taking it to the next level.
Okay, cool. So currently, what do you have? I mean, how many is it singles or EPs? How many do you have?
I've got a acoustic album out.
Okay.
It's Triveno Acoustic Volume 1,
Cool.
where I play covers, and I've got as I played at Ali Blur, a lot of people requested songs, so I played covers of Ed Sheeran and
Cool.
A lot of other guys with my loop pedal and my guitar.
Yeah.
And so that one is out. Then the EP of the band Southern Lights.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got 6 tracks on there.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of songs.
Yeah, we've made a lot of traction on radio also.
Nice.
With that EP, and also the Brighter Day CD that I brought out in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's out.
How
You
many
can
songs
get it
on
on.
the CD?
That's 10 songs on the CD.
Wow, so they're quite a
Yeah,
lot of songs.
all the music's on iTunes.
Right.
Get on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Store.
Yeah. And then lastly, so you've got young musicians in front of you,
Mm.
and they listening to you. They want to know, Triveno, how did you get there? What are you this? What are you gonna tell them?
Mm.
What advice would you give them?
Mm. Firstly, you have to believe in yourself. If you don't have a strong belief in what you do, it's going to be difficult to pursue others to believe in you. And if you have the gift, you feel it in your gut. It's like you don't want to do anything else. You just want to do this. If it's acting, if it's being a painter, whatever your passion is. But if music is really in your heart, and you're good at it, go for it. Go for it. It's going to be tough. It is tough. There's a lot of competitors out there, but go for it.
Yeah. Dude, thanks so much for chatting to me. It was really, really
Oh
fun.
man, it was great being here and just
Okay.
talking about it.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.